Hello, it's Papa Pugsley here with Man Child Motorsports, here to introduce my Man Child Mayhem. It's a version of Garage Wars. It'll be a weekly race, so I'm looking for a total of 8 teams to enter. Man Child Motorsports will obviously be one of them. J&J Racing has already came in, so I'm looking for 6 more teams. This is kind of going to be the format here. We'll have a list of 8 teams. Each team will have 2 drivers, so you have 2 cars per team. We're going to keep track of individual points and team points. As we go along here, I'm going to go ahead and explain how we do the points as we race here. I'm just going to do a quick demonstration of only using 4 different teams with 8 drivers. The way it'll work is you win a race, you get 2 points. Finish a race, you get 1 point. DNF is 0. If we have a double DNF, we're going to restart. One season will equal 10 weeks long. We're going to start off with Mimi driving the tuned Chevelle. We'll have Bruiser driving the Evo. Mimi's on the inside lane, Bruiser's on the outside lane. Coming down, Mimi takes the lead, going around the 180, and she barely wins there. So Mimi will get 2 points for winning, Bruiser gets 1 point for finishing. Now they switch lanes, Bruiser's on the inside, coming down, he takes the lead, big lead coming through there. They all stay together, both finish with Bruiser winning. So for that race, Mimi gets 1 for finishing, Bruiser 2 for winning. Mimi's back in lane 1, coming down, gets the lead coming around the corners. Well, we have both of them DNF. There's Mimi and there's Bruiser. We'll start this one over. Mimi in the inside again, coming down with the lead. Looks like she's going to take it. Looks like Bruiser did not make it down. Okay, Mimi will get 2 points for winning. That actually should be a 0 for Bruiser because he did not finish. So now we'll total all these up. So Mimi ended up with 5 points, Bruiser with 3 points. So that's what they have for team points as well, because that's the only people on their team that have raced so far. So Mimi will be moving on to the next round. And Matt McDriver is going to be in the Civic. We'll have Doughboy in the Camaro. Matt McDriver will be on the inside lane, coming down, takes an early lead. Both staying in there, coming through, slides to the finishing line. Matt McDriver will get 2 points for winning, Doughboy 1 for finishing. Doughboy's on the inside this time, coming around, got to the lead in the beginning here. Looks like Matt McDriver is going to make it around him, so he's in for the win. Doughboy had a DNF. We got another 2 for Matt McDriver for winning, 0 for Doughboy's DNF. So for the second race, we had Matt McDriver winning that round with 4 points. Doughboy had 1. Let's go to the next race. Okay, we got Codeman in the Viper. Emma Sue's going to be in the Chevelle. Codeman starts off in the inside lane. Looks like Emma Sue had some problems right there at the beginning. And Codeman's going to come in for the win. Looks like Emma got a DNF. So there's 2 points for Codeman, 0 for Emma. Emma Sue's on the inside this time, coming down, taking a quick lead. Coming down, Cody spun around there. Looks like they're both coming in for the finish with Emma Sue winning. So Emma gets 2 points, Codeman will get 1 for finishing. Codeman's back on the inside, coming down, taking a quick lead. Coming all the way down to the bottom. Coming in for the win for Codeman. Looks like Emma Sue got hung up there in the corner. So Codeman gets 2, Emma gets 0 for the DNF. Okay, so Codeman ended up with 5, Emma Sue had 2, so that brings the second team from Man Child Motorsports total up to 8, and then team number 3 up to 6 because they've had 2 drivers drive each. Okay, here's the last race in the first round. Alright, you have me, Papa Pugsley in the Civic. Courtney will be in the Mustang. Papa Pugsley starts the inside lane, comes down, goes to an early lead, coming down around the corners, and in for the win. There comes Courtney. So Papa Pugsley with 2, Courtney with 1 because she did finish. Courtney starts on the inside, coming down with the early lead, going around the corners. She's bouncing around a little bit. Oh, she's over. Papa Pugsley's in with the win. Courtney ends up with a DNF. Papa Pugsley gets 2 points. Courtney gets 0 for the DNF. Alright, Papa Pugsley ended up with 4 points. He'll be advancing. Courtney had 1. So now after the first round, you can see that you have the number 1 Man Child Sports team is 9 points. and then team number 2 has a total of 8. Team number 3 has a total of 6. Team number 4 has a total of 2. So those points will keep on accumulating into the next round. So let's go ahead and start round number 2. First race of second round, you got Matt McDriver on the inside, Mimi on the out, coming down. Matt McDriver slides in for the win. Looks like Mimi had some issues up there on top. So we have Matt McDriver with 2, Mimi with 0 because of the DNF. Now Mimi's on the inside, coming down, got an early lead coming down. Looks like she's going to try to keep the lead the whole way, sliding in for the win. So now we end up with Mimi ends up getting 2 for the win, Matt McDriver 1 for the finish. Matt McDriver's back on the inside, coming down to an early lead, coming around the corners, and Matt McDriver's in for the win. Here comes Mimi. So Matt McDriver gets 2 for the win, Mimi 1 for the finish. Matt McDriver advances with 5 points, Mimi had 3, so we went ahead and added those to their individual driver points, which brings Matt McDriver to 9, and it brought Mimi to 8, and then we added the team scores, so team number 1 is up to 12, team number 3 is up to 11. Let's do the next race. Okay, we got Papa Pugsley on the inside going against Codeman. Papa Pugsley off to an early lead, coming around the corners. Papa Pugsley's in for the win, so that'll give Papa Pugsley will get 2 points, Codeman gets 1 for the finish. Codeman's on the inside for this one, coming down, taking an early lead. Oh, flopped around there some. Boy, there's a lot of beating and bang going on, but Codeman comes in for the win. So that'll give Codeman 2 points. Papa Pugsley gets 1 for the finish. Papa Pugsley's back on the inside, coming down, taking the early lead. Coming around, Codeman's right on his tail. Looks like Papa Pugsley comes in for the win. So that'll give him 2 for the win. Codeman gets 1 for the finish. Let's look at the final scores. Papa Pugsley ended up with 5 points, and Codeman ended up with 4. So that took Papa Pugsley's total up to 9. Codeman's also up to 9. Team number 1's total points up to 17, and team number 2's up to 12. Papa Pugsley will be meeting Matt McDriver in the final round. It's kind of funny it worked out this way with the Honda Hoedown coming up. Our 2 finalists are 2 Honda Civics. Papa Pugsley's on the inside, coming down, takes the early lead, sliding around the corners, and he's in for the win, followed by Matt McDriver. So Papa Pugsley gets 2 points, Matt McDriver gets 1. So this time we got Matt McDriver on the inside, coming down, taking the lead, right together coming through the corners there, and Matt McDriver in for the win. So Matt McDriver ended up with 2 points, Papa Pugsley got 1 for the finish. Okay, Papa Pugsley on the inside, coming down, takes the lead, going through. Matt McDriver's kind of falling back a little bit. Papa Pugsley's in for the win, and Matt McDriver ended up stalling out in the corner. Had Papa Pugsley with 2 points, Matt McDriver with 0 with the DNF. So we have Papa Pugsley as the winner for the Man Child Mayhem. Let's look at the final points. Alright, so Papa Pugsley had 5 more points added on. He had a total of 14. Matt McDriver had an additional 3 points, so he ended up 12. So the team points end up being Team 1 had 22, Team 2 12, Team 3 15, Team 4 had 2. So right now Team number 1 is in the lead, and as far as drivers go, Papa Pugsley is in the lead with 14. So we will transfer them over to the overall side of things, and then each week will add up to the overall winners. So again, this is going to be a 10-week long race. After 10 weeks, we'll have chances for new teams to come in. As soon as I get all 8 teams here, we'll start the session off. After the first round of the Mayhem is over with, we'll have an opportunity for teams to either drop out or add new teams in. Here's a sneak peek of what Man Child Motorsports is creating for this. I got a Mini Cooper and a IROC we're working on here. We also have some visitors that came to the track. So J&J's already sent their cars here, so this is who they have that's going to participate. You can send in a third spare car that if your cars aren't performing to how you want them, we can swap them out at any time. Thanks for watching. I can't wait to see everybody come in so we can start the series.